The theory states that Crazy Steve eventually killed Drake and Josh while kidnapping their younger sibling Megan.
Ooh.
Through manipulation and brainwashing.
Your cars go
Crazy
bad as
Steve
hell.
Megan
Yo, what's up guys, Prince Charming. We're gonna be checking out 10 theories about Nickelodeon shows that will ruin your childhood. Ooh. So we're gonna be watching some theories from Nick shows that will probably ruin your childhood because you never knew them before. It's gonna blow your mind. These are like low-key conspiracy theories or whatnot. And I know we all watched Nickelodeon as a kid. Me personally, I was watching SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, you know, the whole shebang. If you were a Cartoon Network kid, that's cool as well. But Disney kid, I don't know. There really don't even much Disney kids except for people watch Hannah Montana, Zach Life Cody. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. But other than that, it was really about Nick and Cartoon Network, honestly. Because they have the best cartoons. They have the best cartoons that stuck in your head. Except, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Especially Cartoon Network. I'll have to rate them on the highest. They're not the highest anymore. Right now, you know what? I don't watch any of them still, so I'll go ahead and keep it with Cartoon Network. But don't forget to hit me on a like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment out of the three Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, and then Disney. Which one did you watch the most? Like I said, I was watching Nick the most. And Cartoon Network. I'll say it was a tie between those two. I love Disney Channel, don't get me wrong. I love watching that. I just really like the cartoons. But enough of me talking. Let's go and check out these theories about Nickelodeon shows that will ruin your childhood. Hope you guys enjoy the video.
Timmy Turner is Danny Phantom.
Whoa!
The fairy godparents has given Timmy Turner some great perks. We followed his adventures through 10 seasons of the hit Nicktoon Fairly Odd Parents and even saw the addition of a third godparent by the name of Poof. Timmy can wish for anything he wants and gets to go on all sorts of adventures. Of course, Timmy's fun only lasts to the age of 13. That's when the godparents have to move on from their assignment. This left lots of fans wondering about the future of Timmy, but the answer is clear according to a widespread theory. Upon turning 13, Timmy wishes to become a ghost-fighting superhero, and his whole world is transformed into Danny Phantom. That's right, a popular theory states that Danny Phantom and Timmy Turner are actually the same person.
So Danny's 13?
The characters have very similar looks and the same color eyes. Supporting evidence can also be found through the show's supporting
characters. They're made by
the
same people.
Chester looks like a younger version of Dash, AJ is a younger version of Tucker, and Trixie is a younger version of Paulina. The characters are alike, but they also have similar personality traits. Considering that both shows were created by Butch Hartman, the connection makes more sense and is only even stronger.
Pause. Okay, so on that theory, I'll have to say that's pretty striking resemblance, especially with the friends, because it's one thing to have the main characters look alike. The friends and the allies, that's another thing. Because they were made by the same person, you have to realize that. That's why they have the similar art style, but the same storyline, same personality, he could have changed that up. So for all we know, Timmy Turner did wish to be a crime-fighting ghost, but wouldn't he be like at least 15 or 16? I'm sure they were in high school at least. That's all Letterman. That's not middle school. So I'm guessing for his last wish before they had to leave, he asked to be a crime-fighting ghost teenager. That's an actually nice wish, to have superpowers before they leave. That way you wouldn't have the magic fairies, but you can still have magic powers.
Hey, SpongeBob.
Yes, Patrick?
Do you know how to swim?
No.
This must be the new episode.
Reborn. For a show that's been on for nearly 20 years and counting, SpongeBob SquarePants has gone through several changes over this time. One of the biggest differences between the personality and the way SpongeBob acts can be seen at the start of Season 5. In this season, SpongeBob appears much more childish. He's not as intelligent as he once was.
And then he turns
to a lot
mature
more
adult
things with his friends like Patrick. The drastic change in character points to one theory stating that SpongeBob was actually reborn.
Look at them britches, how high they are!
His newborn younger self doesn't have the same maturity as his previous incarnation did. Wondering when SpongeBob died and was reborn? It's all on film for you. In the first SpongeBob movie feature-length film, SpongeBob and Patrick are captured and brought to a beach souvenir shop. They're put under a heated lamp and dry out. The movie shows a tear bring them back to life, but real-life sponges are actually asexual and can reproduce on their own. SpongeBob didn't come back to life.
SpongeBob don't need a baby mama.
Again. The younger and immature SpongeBob also explains why he didn't remain the manager of the Krusty Krab as seen at the end of the movie.
I remember the SpongeBob movie. Who else was crying? I didn't see it in the theater. I had to watch on DVD because my parents didn't love me enough. But who else was crying when they were dying? It was so sad. You really thought it was the end of Patrick and SpongeBob. You didn't know what you're going to do with yourself. You didn't know what you wanted to do in life. All you knew is that they needed water right there and then. And then the tear of friendship actually saved them. That was so sweet. Such a strong, beautiful message to send out to your viewers that if you believe hard enough and you're friends with somebody else long enough, you'll create a tear that short circuits a lamp, which causes smoke to appear, which sets a sprinkler off, which brings you back to life. Such a beautiful message.
It was revenge.
What's up?
The Fake Pete. One of the more
Pete?
quirky and bizarre shows to ever appear on Nickelodeon
I've
was
never
The
seen
Adventures
this.
of Pete and Pete.
At all.
The two brothers lived a strange life filled with superheroes, ice cream men, and some pretty
This
crazy
was a show?
scenarios involving friends and family. Things may just seem a little weirder when you consider a fan theory stating the younger Pete was actually a fictional manifestation of the older Pete. Basically, it says that Pete had schizophrenia, and he envisioned the younger Pete as
Oh,
a way
gosh.
through years of youthful adventures he missed out on. Pete would also manifest other characters on the show, like the strong man named Artie.
Definitely
the theory has
the
some
schizo.
evidence in the form of the way the characters act around Pete. Also for the simple fact that his parents would name both children by the same name. The mom on the show also has a metal plate on her head, which could have been the result of a condition passed down to the older Pete. Does the whole theory sound familiar?
What
It
is this show
basically plays
about?
out like a child's version of Fight Club, where Tyler Durden isn't a real character but still has the ability to interact and communicate with the narrator of the story.
I've never seen that Pete show. What is that about? It looks so odd to me. I honestly thought they only aired like cartoons on Nickelodeon back in the day, or the Amanda show with Amanda Bynes. What happened to that girl? Golly. Amanda Bynes, the last I heard of you, you're going to court for something you did and you're cutting your hair, you're doing drugs, you're tatted up, you just look terrible. I don't know what's wrong with kid stars and going through these phases. Like Miley went through that phase, Lindsay Lohan went through that phase. Hilary Duff never went through that phase, did she? Like, she stayed paired to the end. I like my baby girl, Hilary Duff. Ooh. Cadet Kelly, that was the first movie I saw her in. Or the Lizzie McGuire movie. I forgot about that. That is when I fell in love with Hilary Duff. I used to watch the show and everything. Oh, that was honestly what made me fall in love with blondes.
I don't know. It's a photo show. I don't know.
Drake and Josh!
Crazy Steve kidnapped Carly. Producer and writer Dan Schneider has spent years developing shows for Nickelodeon. He's had several back-to-back hits, starting with Drake and Josh, transitioning
iCarly.
to iCarly,
That was a
and
good
then
show.
eventually forming into crossover hits like Victorious and Sam and Cat. There's
Sam and
one
Cat was
thing
trash.
connecting the universe of all these shows, and that's a character known as Crazy Steve. Played by Jerry Trainer, Crazy Steve made his debut in Drake and Josh as one of the movie theater
That was
employees.
crazy, bro.
Once iCarly premiered, the actor Jerry Trainer
be his
played
brother.
Carly's older brother Spencer, but fans quickly strung a theory together, making you question
I
whether
liked him in
Spencer is
iCarly.
really Carly's brother at all. The theory states that Crazy Steve eventually killed Drake and Josh while kidnapping their younger sibling Megan.
Ooh.
Through manipulation and brainwashing,
Miracles go
Crazy
bad as
Steve
hell.
moved Megan to Seattle, forced her to change her name to Carly, and the rest is history. The theory seemed a little far-fetched at first. That is until a random episode of Sam and Cat showed Crazy Steve in an insane asylum. This helped make the final connection, and revealed Crazy Steve was finally caught after Carly got away on the series finale of iCarly. If Sam and Cat had continued to
He's a
produce more
kidnapper?
episodes, we may have gotten more answers about the true story of Crazy Steve.
Man, Jerry Trainer was a fantastic actor in iCarly and then Drake and Josh, bro, because Crazy Steve was so hilarious to watch. All these Nickelodeon shows, man, they're bringing back my childhood. Megan! Megan! I'm sorry I can't yell because I have neighbors, but yeah, remember when Drake and Josh used to always yell, Megan? Megan! Megan! And then iCarly, oh, that's when Miranda Cosgrove grew up and she became a bad bee, bro. I know why Lil Pump is always talking about he wants to smash iCarly. I do too.
Drake and Josh, the reality show. Every episode of Drake and Josh pretty much began the same way. Drake and Josh would talk to the camera, showcase their point of view, and help set up the plot for the whole episode.
I did remember
While it
this. This
appeared
was
to have
dope.
been done as a creative choice, later clues from down the line may reveal that Drake and Josh was actually a show within a show. The reality show followed the characters' lives as they dealt with their teenage years and their mixed family life. Some of the biggest clues to the reality show theory actually come from other Nick shows. On Victorious,
Freddie?
multiple characters
Such a
have
loser.
referred to watching the show, and on iCarly, clips of the show have been shown.
How come come that little girl's so good at pranks?
Oh!
Comes from a character played by Yvette Nicole Brown. On Drake and Josh, Brown played the movie theater manager named Helen Dubois.
Yeah.
On Victorious, the same character comes to take over as principal of Hollywood Arts High School. If the characters on Victorious watch Drake and Josh and the same character shows up at their school, then this is pretty much a confirmation that Drake and Josh was a reality show set in their connected universes.
That's pretty dope to think about. So I'm gonna end the video there, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. There's many more theories that I want to talk about, many more theories that they talk about. If you like this video, make sure you hit it with a thumbs up, and I will do a part 2 to it. It's just that watching these shows are really bringing my childhood. I'm feeling such a strong sense of nostalgia, bro. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh wow. I just got an extremely important text message, and I'm not gonna say what it was on camera, but it just changed my mood, but we're back. Oh wow. But anyways, nothing about the message. Nickelodeon shows, it just brought back my childhood. I did watch Disney, I did watch Cartoon Network, but Nickelodeon really did have most of my viewing time, because look at these shows. Drake and Josh, iCarly, that's not even your childhood. That was really your preteen years when you were watching that. So they had my attention all the way from when I was a kid to my preteen, which is crazy to think about. But don't forget to hit me with a like, subscribe, and comment on this video if you want to apply from yours truly, Prince Charming. My name is Prince Ohakam. Stay charmed, my friends.